So good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. So our Holy Gospel for today is taken from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 20 verses 27 to 40. Wherein our Holy Gospel for today, my dear friends, we may be able to see the theme that is resurrection, that Jesus always keep on reminding us or wanted to tell us that the reality of resurrection is in fact real, that there is always a resurrection or there is always a life after death. And that is our belief, that we Catholics having this kind of belief that after we will die, we will be resurrected. It is in the same way in our lives, my dear friends, that our God wanted to tell us that there is always a resurrection in our lives, that sometimes we are experiencing this kind of death, that is death that is referring to our own difficulties, depression, problem, and any kinds of challenges in our lives that somehow can be considered as death of our hope and death of our perseverance. My dear friends, our Holy Gospel for today keep on reminding us that in times of our troubles in life, that in the midst of the sufferings that we are having, let us always remember that there is always a resurrection of hope, and a resurrection that is the solution towards our problems. My dear friends, don't be like those Sadducees who are not believing in the resurrection. My dear friends, if you are Christian, if you are Catholic, if you are a believer of God, always believe in resurrection. A resurrection that is pertaining to our hope, that in our lives there is always a hope in the midst of our trials. My dear friends, if you are hopeless now, if you are having this kind of difficulties now, just always believe. Have this kind of perseverance, have this kind of hope, because every trials, every experiences that you are having, every difficulties that you are experiencing now has its own expiration date. My dear friends, let us always remember that out of those problems that we are having, we may be able to get a reward at the end, and that is the success and the fruits of our hard work and the fruits of our labor. My dear friends, work hard, persevere, and don't lose hope. Don't quit. Why? Because we are having this kind of God, that we have God who is always alive and ready to help us in times of our troubles. My dear friends, persevere and have hope. Amen.